Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Two and a throw right away.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Miami.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
A gain of 12. And the Dolphins first down.
2 are going to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
on the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 29, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
62 yards.
Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Jacobs. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 42-yard line here, and brought down there. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Tucker, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone. But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right? You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there. Offense set to get this drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield down. He's going to take another shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. That is caught inside the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the...
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Tua Tagovailoa in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And out across midfield down to the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Shoves him aside. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second down and goal. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
His throw is caught here by Anderson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd, sure, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Alert! Hurry!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Big time drive, let's go.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. Open man, that's Renfrow. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventionally, hasn't it? And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. The slot man in motion right. On second and 11 now. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw is Tua. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit more, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Mayfield.
Escaping the pressure right.
Connecting with Renfro.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
They got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they had, as well as the understanding where they were on the field.
Here's Baker. Connecting with Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mayfield to throw.
Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Counter play with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Mayfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hollow